I'm sort of cherry-picking a few quotes out of Alexis de Tocqueville's great book, Democracy in America. They may not be the most famous ones or the most profound, but they struck me in some fashion as I was making my way through the text, like something you might see out the window while riding in a car or hiking on a trail in the forest. The one for this session goes like this. I once met an American sailor and asked him why his country's ships are made so they will not last long. He answered offhand that the art of navigation was making such quick progress that even the best of boats would be almost useless if it lasted more than a few years. I thoroughly enjoyed that little scene and was amazed that it took place around 1830. It seems that some things, some deep-seated characteristics, have been in the country since its inception, wired into the national DNA, so to speak, and de Tocqueville was able to touch them as if feeling for the pulse of the place. For one thing, progress, the very idea of progress. A huge company used to have as its advertising slogan, its brand, progress is our most important product. And I think Americans did believe in progress, although thought they personified it, thought it was happening, that we were making it, and that it was good. There is no reason to build a good ship, because in a few years it will be out of date. When I was young, much was made of a phenomenon called planned obsolescence. This was the closely related notion that when you bought something, anything, an automobile, an appliance for the home, you did so knowing that it had a limited lifetime, and you would not want to fix it when it broke down. It was made, in a sense, to break down, and when it did that, you discarded it and replaced it with something new, an endless cycle. This idea of not fixing something, not repairing it, was troubling to many people. It seemed very wasteful and not resourceful at all. But from a certain point of view, it made perfect sense. Why bother to fix a vacuum cleaner? Get a new one. It's cheaper than repairing the old one, and it will work much better. And it's new. Who wants to be surrounded by broken down, patched up old stuff when you can have everything brand spanking, shining new? Today, like that sailor, we don't bother to preserve old things. We want what's new, the very latest model. This is foremost in the area of high-tech gadgets, like the iPads and the smartphones. People are constantly turning these over so they will have the benefit of the most recent innovations. It's a bells and whistles world. A great cultural cliché is to say that the exact moment that you walk out of the store with your new toy, it's already been replaced by something new on the market that's better, in several ways. I might be making this up, but I'm pretty sure that somewhere in his book, de Tocqueville noted that Americans, by and large, were not a happy people, despite all they might have. They were discontented. It's that old pursuit of happiness, not the happiness itself. The moment you get what you want, there's something out there that's better. Years ago, the Rolling Stones, so aptly named, Ever Restless, came out with a song that was a huge hit, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. The name of it, I think, is Satisfaction, but what it's all about is, I can't get no. The song haunts today as an anthem. I believe I heard that old Mick in his 70s is a new dad again. The song came from Great Britain, but it's a pure American banner headline. We are not satisfied. We are not content. There is no point in building something or acquiring anything that will last. The only thing that endures is the idea of progress. It can be seen as something admirable, as a blessing, but you can also view it as an insatiable appetite for more, for something, anything for God's sakes, that's new. The value is not really in its performance. It's good solely because it's new. But the moment you have it, it is by definition no longer new. It's old, used. You can do better than that. We can have anything we want, except satisfaction.